Offered promotion and got humiliated. Hello all, I was recently approached by the manager of another department for a better position and pay. Was said that I would be a great fit and that the only thing left is for the main manager to see me and the HR process would begin. The main manager saw me and humiliated me. Said to me that they never ever considered me for that role. That they need someone with more experience in that specific area. And that if I was interested in that position, I should have applied through LinkedIn, even if it's my company. I was baffled and said that I am not interested now. I was left with a bitter taste in my mouth and confusion. What do you all think really happened? Edit just to clarify. My manager was not part of the above story. I was referring to the managers of the other department. My manager gave me his blessing when I asked him.
Yeah. So first of all, sounds like you dodged a bullet because that second manager sounds like not the kind of person you want to work for. But what it sounds like is so one manager approaches you, and that'd be the manager that you were working for, approaches you and says, "Hey, I want you to work in my department." That sounds like they did not run this by their manager or the other manager that they work with. Sounds like it was their manager, the main manager. Yep. So their manager did not run it by them, and then you got brought into the situation that you were very rightfully being approached and considered, and you went into the consideration, and either A, you flopped, which in my opinion is less likely, or B, they have a culture issue, and that second person is just, I mean, that second person just didn't, or that second person just didn't think you were fit, and you know what the first person should have done is they should have said, "Hey, my manager." So I'm going to manager director. "Hey, director, um, I'm considering this person. This is why I think they're a great fit. They're a great fit in these things. What do you think?" And then the director goes, "Hey, okay, cool. I see that you're a great fit in these things, but I'm really looking for these things. Do you think they have these things? Can you find out?" And then first point of contact manager should have reached out to you and found out if they have these things. And then they would have been able to go back to their manager and say, "Hey, they have the things I told you about, and they also have these things. So I think they're a really good fit. I think you should meet them." The fact that you were able to even talk to this person and they said, it's not like it's your manager advocating for you, it's another manager in another department. So the fact that they were even able to talk to you and give you that feedback is a bad issue in their chain of command. And again, you've dodged a bullet. So that's what I think really happened. Let's see what the comments think. So from what I understood, there are two managers in the other department. One below said you'd be great for the role, and the other higher up said you wouldn't be. I mean, why'd you get approached by the lower one if he isn't able to make a hiring decision? Why listen to him? Overall, I don't quite understand the story, but regardless, the higher up manager of the other department shouldn't have made you feel that way. I agree. Some people are dickheads. I interviewed early in my career as a super ambitious high performer. One of the interviewers was on an ego trip and kept asking me stupid questions he knew the answer to. Joke's on him. I've far surpassed where he is, and we're still in the same industry. Burning bridges goes both ways, and it was unprofessional. So I'm sorry that that happened to you. That's not right. And they should have a better line of communication in their org. And honestly, it's less of an indication of you and more of an indication of what they are as an organization. And I think that you dodged a bullet because you're still with the manager that obviously advocates for you, that is okay with you going into new roles. Keep on thriving in that role, and then eventually they will let you move on to a role in another part of your organization that you can also succeed in. So that's what I have to say about that.
Chasing payments, still playing in the basement while I'm working on arrangements. They heard the kid in 50 countries, thank God that's amazing. But I'd rather thank Spotify, they put me on the station.